Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. We strongly recommend you to stay on a sim as long as needed before you go live. You're very welcome to take any of our automated signal as long as you are on a sim. We're not responsible for your trade. Before we start, cover any kind of auto trade and automated signal. We need to show you something is very important today. Today is a crazy day. When the market opened at 9:30, you can see it was a lot of volatility. One of the things is the ES was going in the right direction. The Nasdaq was going in the right direction. But if you look at the YM, the YM was going in the wrong direction. And it is really short on the YM, where the Nasdaq and the ES it is wanted to go long, and which there is confusion in the market. One of the simple things you can do before you start your auto trade, our mission is to. We're not telling you to. If you're not qualified to take a manual trade, do not take manual trade. But at least we need to learn how to manage auto trades. And let me show you something. The challenge is how to simplify the market for the beginners or for a guys cannot read the market. There's nothing wrong with a guy cannot read the market, but we can find an alternative, easy way to look at the market and decide to wait before we start auto trading, or we can go ahead and activate the auto trade. One of the simplest things you can do, if you look at the market analyzer on the left upper corner, you see the ES is a buy signal, you see the Nasdaq is a buy signal, and then you see the YM is a short signal. That indicate the market is not in sequence. So for the guy cannot read the market, there is always an alternative to find out how he can. Each trader has a weakness, but to cover the weakness part, he need to find an alternative how he can read the market and push the brakes. Another things here, I mean, it does not require that much education. And if we look at the ES, this is just a basic. It takes you a couple, 3 minutes in the morning before you start auto trading. No matter how much you optimize, that's fine. You can get estimation from what time you can start the auto trade and what time you stop, but does not mean when you do the optimization that auto trade is okay from, let's say, from 9 to 11. Does not mean you are in the clear. Another problem, the daily basis, the market volatility, your optimization is not going to look in the future to see what is happening. As we see here right now, the ES has took off from the entry price, and the entry price is 38.69.25. That's very nice, but we are not really going to have a very nice day or a smooth day on the ES. Why? If we look at this picture here on the ES, and now if we look, the YM now is going to change direction from a short to the buy. So now the market is going to the in sequence. And the most important things also, when you have the ES, and now look, the 30-year Treasury bond on the market analyzer fired short trade. The 30-year Treasury bond should go the opposite direction of the ES, Nasdaq, and Dow Jones. Now the Dow Jones is about to go long, which we're about to get fired signal on the long. This is indicate this market now is going in sequence. Once the market going in sequence, then you are okay to start your auto trade. And when the market, when you get up in the morning, I'm not asking you to to turn on your auto trade immediately, and I'm not asking you to take a manual trade. But what I wanted is that this is the most critical in the morning. No matter how much template you have, and how shiny is your template is, and how well adjusted your template is, you still cannot avoid for not looking at the market for just couple of 3 minutes to understand where you are situated in the market. It is the most critical before you start your auto trades in the morning to see where you are situated in the market and what's going on in the market with the simple things. It's not complicated, and you don't need to be dragged to a room for 1 year paying money to understand the simple basic of the market. How is the market right now? By just the best way to look at it, look at your ES. If your ES going smooth, that means the whole market is gonna go smooth. Whether you are a beginner trader or you've been trading for 20 years, your ES, it is the leading guide for you in the market. Even if you are trading the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones, the ES, you cannot avoid the ES because it is the best signal in the house. Another things here we want to look at. If you look at those ES from that area, does not require a genius guy to see what a big messy support areas in here, and it is below, started from 38.68.75 all the way down to the 38.60. This is a big mess. This is the indication that this area here you cannot trade, is only pull back and support. So when your auto trade turn around and go below the 38.68.75, you are in a big mess, because we don't know where you're going to be projected, especially if you're not a professional trader. You don't know where you're going to be projected from the 38.66.25 or from the 38.61.50. Another things here to look in the general before we start covering some of the auto trades. The auto trades are live and kicking, and we will be, and the Nasdaq is live and kicking, and we can, and the ES is live and kicking. Before we do that, now we have an ES trade on the signal base from the 15 second, and it's climbing to the target 38.78. Now, if we look at this ES, as we said, the market from that area all the way down, this is a big mess. The only short available on the ES, it is when the market goes below the 38.60.25. From 38.60 to 38.68.75. This is forbidden place to trade, especially for a guy. Please do not say I'm auto trading. It's not my problem. It is your problem when you lose a couple of $100 on a trade, and then your auto trade take another trade. This, and probably another, a naive trader, he said, well, then there is a problem with your. It's not about the auto trade, folks. Doesn't matter if you are using our auto trade or somebody else banana auto trade, is irrelevant. You're still gonna get stuck on this level, whether you are using our auto trade or somebody else auto trade. Those level you cannot avoid them, whether you are trading manual or you are auto trading. That is not gonna change the fact the market from 38.68.75 all the way to the 38.60.75, those area cannot be traded. Now we have a trade has ignited on the ES. Now if we look at the market, this is a very important, guys. This is a very important. And now if we look at this market here, look at this. Now we fired, the signal fired on a YM. Now it is in sequence. The 30-year Treasury bond is in the short position. The ES, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, I told you, is going to fire a long position. When those market here, they are in sequence, that means you are in a green light to go ahead and start autopiloting. That's exactly what it is. And now, once we got this market in sequence, once we got the green light to start taking off with that, then right now you start managing. You are coming on a double resistance at 38, 7,750 and a 38,79. This is one thing. When you see two lines together, when you see double support or a double resistance, the market 9 out of 10. Again, when you see those double lines on any given chart, 9 out of 10 is going to cause a little pullback in the market. And that does not require MACDs, ATRs, moving averages. Snap out of those out-of-date indicators and try to trade levels. Try to trade. In the corner of this chart, I have the high time frame is pointing for me short. I have the target is telling me the institutional is way up. I'm measuring the buyers and the sellers on the side, and all those banana indicators, the MACDs, ATR, volatility indicators, they all put in one signal, and the signal is right there, signal up or signal neutral or signal down. I don't need to waste my time on a MACDs and ATRs and a bunch of indicators following the market. When the bar goes up, those indicators telling you the bars are going up. They're not doing anything. They're just following the market. And you are trading the future. What is a future trading? This means you are trying to predict the first line, the first bar. You are trying to predict where this bar is going and what is the probability destination of that bar. And that's the end of the story for a future trader. You are a future trader. You're not past tense trader. So we are looking forward, we're not looking backward. And your indicators based on a backwards, based on those bars from the previous bars. And this is the scary part. You are trading in the future and your tools based on a history. It happened in the past. This has happened in the past. It's finished. Those 3-4 bars behind, they are done. They are no use for anything anymore. So now we have this. We have got the market on the ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones. Now they are in sequence. The 30-year Treasury bond is in the opposite direction. And now look at this. Whether you are looking at the 1 minute ES or you are looking at the 15-second, it's the same levels. It's not the different levels. And now what we are experiencing, a pullback on this ES. Another signal, totally independent signal. Once you hit this double resistance, that chart telling you if you want to, you can protect your profit. And there is a sell signal if you wanted to take a profit or you want to secure some of the profit. Those are small things. Those are small things. They are very important to change your trading habits. I'm sorry, guys. We have a huge, major renovation, and sometimes you're gonna hear some noises, and we cannot avoid that. So, if we look at the NASDAQ, let's take the ES. So now we understand what's going on the ES. What we can do, if you want to, this is an auto trade, and we can show you some different auto trades later on. But I want to, it's very important for me when you are auto trading, try to understand what's going on in your life when you are auto trading. Auto trading does not mean auto trading. Auto trading, it is a mechanical automated trade. It's a mechanical. It's not some kind of voodoo auto trade. It's a mechanical auto trading. Require a human supervise the mechanical like anything else. When you are in your car, you push the cruise. When you are on an airplane, you push autopilot. When you are on a boat, the same thing here. When you are pushing the autopilot on your trading, does not mean you need to go to sleep. You still need to manage an auto trade to build consistency. That is not going to change the fact when the market is going sideways, or when the market is facing double support or double resistance, or there is a chop in the market, that you cannot just ignore what the market is telling you. We're not telling you to take a manual trade. Oh, God forbid, I wouldn't dare anymore in 2021 ask anyone to learn how to trade. I wouldn't even dream about it anymore. I give up on that idea. But at least we need to know how we can auto trade safely, and it's not this attitude where today I want to make 1,000 and tomorrow it will be 2,000 and the day after is 4,000. No. The attitude about that, because you are just daydreaming and you're not counting your losing days, and then you need to count your losing days as well, and you're not counting, you're just honey and milk all the way. There is nothing called honey and milk in the trading industry at all. The main concern, the first step in an auto trading is not what you want to, what your wishes are. You know, I have a different wishes, but it does not mean it's gonna come through. It does not matter what our wishes is, but at the beginning of the trading, our wishes is not to go on the red P&L. Our wishes not to get our capital injured, wounded, and you get a chop 10 or 20% out of your capital because you don't know what you're doing. And so if we look at the Russell, this is another example. If we look at the Russell, we were all the way up to the 21.25, and look at the system is already, you don't need to draw anything in here, and the system is telling you, sell, 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 take a profit. And that is a total different, this is a total different system, is calculated for you to even tell you to go ahead and take your profit. So this is this kind of auto trading. It is for a guy, want to get involved in the trading. And if you don't want to get involved in the trading, then there is another one. You can adjust a normal auto trade like this one here, and you set up your daily target and you let it run. So you can do this or that. There is also the scalper. We made the scalper for people don't want to work, and they just need to tune it for 5 minutes at daytime. Only one time a day or one time a week. And and we have one guy got stressed over it. So this is another option. This is another option. You can take the auto trade. It just need a little adjustment a day, a little bit, 5 minutes work. You put it on a high time frame. We normally use minutes, but you can put it on a higher time frame, adjust it a little bit, and let it be. And this is this one here started around 7 o'clock. And what is nice about the 11 range it is going to take, if the market moving, you're going to have probably 3-4 trades a day. But what you are doing here, if you don't want to get into this mess with the volatility, you can put the scalper on 11 range, 12 range, and might take a couple of trades, 3 trades. If the market not moving, probably you will only take 1 trade. But this one here on this high time frame does not require a lot of work. On any given market, you still have to work. On any given market, you still have to work. There is nothing called stress-free here. But if you are not knowledgeable enough, or if you cannot, or you don't know how to look at the market, it is very convenient to use 11 or 12 range every day on the ES, and whatever the outcome is the outcome. You have to accept it. If the market is moving, the market. On this kind of auto trade, it is the scalper. If the market moving, you will be taking a trade. Of course, it will be losing days as well. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be everyday winner. The last couple of days we have a chop market, and sometimes when you have a chop market, it's not gonna be sweet and honey. But most of the days when the market is moving, and you are using this higher time frame, most likely you will be taking 1 trade or 2 trades a day, and most of the time you're gonna bail out of it. So it depends what you want to do in the market, but you can spend time, learn about the trading, let the auto trade take the trades, and then you can approach every signal to see. You immediately can find out if the signal gonna survive or not. Then you can minimize your losses and trying to catch a signal. And if you're not into that kind of work, you can always auto trade the scalper, or you can auto trade the TI7. Now, as we told you from the beginning of the video, once this market go below that line, there is no trades. And look what happened. We got projected from here. And we told you when there is a double resistance, most likely this market is gonna go ahead and go pull back and re-entry. So now if we look at the ES, I apologize for this noises from the outside. If we look at the ES, we have a double resistance at 38.7750 and 38.79, and the support area 38.6925. Anything below that number is not tradable. So in a way, the market now stuck between those 2 lines and that support area. So this is our limitation right now in the market. The support area 38.6850, and the resistance is 38.7750. Despite if you are auto trading or a manual trading, that is not gonna change the fact on your auto trade, whether you are using our auto trade or somebody else auto trade. This is not the point here. The point is trying to reveal this guy. We constantly get those kind of people. They want to make 4,000 this week, next week 8,000, and the week after 16,000. Have you stopped 1 minute and look at the chart to see your dreams are gonna become true or not? Have you thought about sideways market? Have you thought about volatility? Have you thought about your entry prices and your resistance levels? Have you thought about all that, or we just have a couple of drinks and say everything is going to be fine? So the reality of trading is not imagination. On the TI7, most of the trades on the TI7, they have already hit the target. I will cover that. Today, I want to show you something. Today I found, I will cover it later. I'll cover it later. Oh, here it is. For the guys get stressed, I have a template. Now, if I say the name of it, I'm going to have people say, send it to me. And this one here, is it the TI7? The TI7 for Ninja Trader 8 is not the Ninja Trader 7. It's the name of it, TI7 for Ninja Trader 8. As we know, and we told you before, on the TI7, you can do a lot of things. There is a big variety of entries and filters, and it is an extremely strong auto trade. But in the same time, you can do a lot of things on it, And we did not come live on Tuesday because we released 3 auto trades on Monday, and the support was madness. The support, and we released a new auto trade on the zone for members only. We released the TI7 with a newer version also for optimization, to toggle the optimization, and we released a re-entry on the signal. It was a 3 auto trade. We slammed our traders with it, totally new, and it was madness. 48 hours non-stop support. When I'm cleaning my stuff, I find this one here. This one was an old one for the traders. They are scared to get into volatility. So on the TI7, you can have, there is one entry, you can constantly chasing the market. And today, I'm just trying to refresh it, trying to see for the guys, they don't want it to tangle with. I forgot all about this one. They don't want to tangle with anything, They get depressed or stressed. And I don't know what they're doing in the market if you're going to get depressed or stressed. But nevertheless, they want the money, but they don't want to do the stress, neither the hard work. And on this one here, I'm going to keep working. So please, for our members, don't ask me to send you this template, which the name of this template, some of our traders have it. The name of it is Amateur Traders, And when we first come out with the TI7, I don't know, it's been 8-9 months, 1 year, I don't know. This is another solution where you can keep chasing the market without any filter and a break even, and let it run. And when the market changes direction, it just change direction, a close and open position. And today, I have not had time today, but I'm gonna be working on it where you just slam it to the guy. The guy don't know how to optimize, don't know anything. So I'm working on that again, trying to find a solution for that one. For a guy don't want to do anything, this is the challenge is because we had one guy, he thought It just in the between 11 and 12 range, it was too much work for him. He got depressed. So I don't know what he's doing in the market anyway. Um, so uh, so I need to work on that one too, to just give it to those guys that can get depression when sometimes you think you've seen it all, then here's a guy pop out. He get depressed when he look at the chart. I mean, what are you doing here if you are getting depressed? And okay, so this one here, I'm working on it again. I'm gonna try to do something to this one here to make it a little bit of friendly use for those guys. They get depressed in the market. So this is a challenge. I will be working on this one here, trying to see. It's not ready, guys, so please do not Skype me and tell me, send me this right now. But the whole idea is to keep chasing the market until you hit your target. The target here is 1,000, but because on the last turn, the market go into your favor, so you nailed 4,000. So this is the whole idea, to keep chasing the market, and then once the market trending, you slam it and you get it over with. But I still need to work on that one before I can release this template, and I will try to find an easy way for this guy. Just turn it on. This is the same one, the amateur trading. No comment, Louis. No comment. No comment. The TI7, sadly, I mean, I don't know. Most of it hit the target today, and we don't have that much. But I will bring them all down later. So before I get distracted, let me give you what's going on in the market here. Look, the market is very clear. The market is always talking to you. Once you start really being serious about trading, and the market is serious. I mean, the market can start talking to you. From the beginning, when now it's 10:31, we started at 10 o'clock. From the beginning, we told you from that area here, it's no trades. The market came on this double resistance. We told you, watch out for this double resistance, and never cross this double resistance. Then the market dropped. We told you before this market, when the market goes below that number, don't even think about it until this market goes below that line. Then the market tried to go up, and now the market come in and dive into the big pile of mud, and that area here from 38.68 to this one right now, 38.61.75, no trade, is only pullback re-entry. Pullback re-entry long. There is no short on this one here until this market go below the 38.61. Once this market go below the 38.61, then it is shortable market. At the moment, there is nothing to trade on the ES except a pullback re-entry, and here is what it is. Here where the details right there in the double. Right here, the market might gonna be supported at 38.63.25, or it can go down to the 38.61.50 and get supported from that area. So this is a really, this area here, for the guy are not trained on this, I strongly recommend to stay away from a volatility area. Stay away from a volatility area. And then once this market is in the clear area, you can go ahead and trade it. Another things I want to cover take this out of the way. Right now, guys, stay away from any trade. Please stay away from any trade at the moment. A lot of volatility. Wait on the ES to go below the 38.61, and then we can make a decision. As long as this ES is above the 38.61, stop your auto trade, stop your manual trade, and let's look at this market and see if this market able to close the bar below the 38.61.50, and then we can call maybe help you with a couple of trades. On a sim, we're not responsible for your trade. This is only an educational room. We're not your financial advisor, and you're not paying us enough to. It's not a trading room here, guys. It's an education room. So, but at least we tell you what's going on in the market. One of the things there is some traders also can combine the 15-second market analyzer with the 1 minute when they are on it. Both of them are on the same direction. You know, this is a very nice instruments to have those two market analyzer on the top. That gives you a whole picture of the market situation, and that it is giving you which direction is the ES, which direction is the Nasdaq, Dow Jones. And you can also, there is some traders, they have made a market analyzer. We have one where you can put the 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and you can see the signal between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So on this way, they can combine or synchronize. Hello? Synchronize the market and trying to, when they are auto trading, trying to make sure they are on the same direction and trying to avoid volatility. The number one enemy to any kind of auto trade is volatility. And when the market is not willing to move, when the market is trending, the auto trades, it's like a buffet table with the ticks. But when the market is not moving, it's gonna be very expensive trades for you. So once we go on below that stop, once we start going below the 38.58.50, the ES on the swing trading is gonna fire a signal. And if we look, the YM is about to go short. The ES is about to fire short signal, and this is immediately you can indicate the market is in sequence, and it is a green to auto trade on that. So this is something you can always look at the 15-second and the 1 minute, trying to synchronize those two together, and you can find you are on the right direction or not with your auto trades. And it is very important to stay away from volatility. And the trend stop too, it is a major fib, a floor fib, and it is very important to go below that in order for us to start going from another option. Also, you can do the market start going down on the pullback. You can take a trade below the 38.61 as a limited order only, right there as a pullback re-entry short. This is a very good one. And there we go. Probably we're gonna hold at 38.63.25. There is two resistance area here, and always normally either this one or that one should be holding. And if you missed on this one here, there is another re-entry at 38.65.50. But right now the direction on this market is going to be short, and it's coming. There we go. We still need the YM go below the 32.74, and the market is about to drop on the ES. On this cases, if you're not taking any trade, you can put one on a sim at 35.58.25 limited sell on a sim right there. When you are not sure in this area here, you put the limited order right there, sell. So if the market decide to drop, we'll pick you up from that number. Estimation, okay, we can go all the way down to 38.42 today. We will see once we cross that line here. But you can put a limited order on a sim at 38.58.25, limited order, and be careful when you put it. I'm gonna cut off the microphone for a few seconds, and then on the YM you can put on a sim. We're not responsible for your trade. A limited order. I'm telling you ahead of time because I know sometimes there is a delay on the YouTube. Not from us, from the internet and the third party and all this. 32.069 limited order. Be careful with the support area at 32.046. And now the market start dropping a little bit at the time. Before you know it, right under your nose, this market is gonna start hammering down. On the CL, we are about also to close the trade. And there we go. There we go. Absolutely, Charles. Absolutely. Short till noon. Yes, sir. You got it. As you notice, once you start crossing the technical areas, the markets start going to your direction. And this is what it's all about trading. So, doesn't matter about the P&L, guys. Doesn't matter. In order this is the last things we need to look at P&L. In order, before we start looking at the, before we are qualified to look at the P&L, we need to cover our corners in the morning. And when the market is smooth and in sequence, the market tells you. And there is no way, and this is not a sell talk, there is no way, guaranteed, for the last 15 years, we have trained thousands of people, thousands. I have never seen a guy making it in the market without a proper education. You can brush me off as much as you want. At the end of the day, it is your money. Gone? Yeah. At the end of the day, is your money going to lose? I'm not gonna lose anything. You can say whatever you want today about me. Tomorrow you're forgotten. In the last 15 years, I have never seen any trader become success trader or an auto trader without a proper education. And if you don't get a proper education, brush me as much as you want today. At the end of the day, your money gonna be gone, guaranteed. If it's not today, tomorrow. It's a matter of time before your account will be wiped up. And I'm up for a challenge. Anyone out there can prove to me the other way. Show me one trader can auto trade without any education and he can make a living for the rest of his life, be he just because he have an ATR auto trade. You are sitting on a red light with a Pinto and you want to smoke a Ferrari sitting next to you with a high performance, education, performance, tip-top shape, and you come in with a smoking engine on a Pinto in a red light, you want to smoke a Ferrari. Well, good luck. At the end of the day, guys, it's your money. It's not mine. And as long as you don't cry about your money, you're going to lose. And here's the things. Don't blame anyone. Blame yourself. Because there is no way you're going to be able to pull this market if you're not educated. There is no way. No way. So your money is, your account is going to be smoked out. You know, so you can be as much as you want stubborn about it, guys. I'm not trying to pick on anyone. There is no personal business here. Without a proper education, without a proper respect to the market, you're just smoking in the air. 2-3 months, you'll be out of the game, and then you will be zero on the left side, not on the right side. You are just zero on some kind of forum. How smart you are, but the luck did not help you. And you're still not going to admit it. You traded without any education, you know. So go ahead and pick up a number and sit in any kind of forum after you lose your money and try to play smart. But while you still have a little bread in your account, try to put common sense to your head and try to learn a little bit about the market and auto trade. I'm not telling you to go. God forbid, I will never ask anyone anymore in my life to learn how to trade, you know. But try to be educated before you get auto-traded. So the number we called, it worked fine for you. It worked fine for you on the ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, everything. The number we called on the YM is working for you. And again, I'm not your financial advisor. You're not paying me for that. And I hope you are on a sim. I'm not responsible for your trade. Please, we have enough responsibilities. So now, this is something you have to know, that this market here right now, if you go back to this market, when we first started at 10 o'clock, it was a big mess. If you go back to this video at 10 o'clock, this market, the market and analyzer, it was like a Christmas tree, blinking in red all over the places. Once this market once this market goes in sequence, now it is all in the green. All your trades are taking a trace. Everything is smooth and everything on a smooth ride. The difference between a guy caught it in the morning at 10 o'clock and a guy waited till 10:30, and that you cannot predict by just optimization. Optimization give you most likely to start, let's say, at 10 o'clock, you stop at 12 o'clock. But the details, you know, so the two guys are using the same software. One guy started at 10 o'clock ignoring the signal, and one guy started at 10:30. The results are not the same. So this is the question for the guy. If I buy your auto trade, how much do you think I can get? Can I get 50,000 next month? You get a banana next month. If you don't look at the market, you're not getting anything out of this auto trade. All what you're gonna get a nice banana. That's all what you get. You're not gonna get any success because you cannot shoot a blind in the trading. You cannot shoot a blind. You will never shoot a blind in the trading, especially when you are putting your money on the online. You don't just go ahead and shoot a blind and take a trade and you don't know where this trade is going, and then you deserve to lose money. You don't deserve to be a trader anyway. And so here is the reality, folks. And I'm gonna take a break 5 minutes. Thank you. This is the market is spikes one time a day, folks. The market spikes one time a day. If you can catch the spike, you're done for today. There is no use to continue trading because you're gonna give it all up. The market ignite one time. We don't know when this market is going to spike. It could be 9 o'clock, 9:30, 9:40. I don't know. One time I got ready and I want to, back then we were trading the CL and waited. And I didn't occupy myself because I wanted to catch the CL. And the market is about to start at 9:30. At 9:28, the CL spiked. And at 9:30, it was very late to catch this trend. It was between me and the CL 2 minutes. So the market can find a way to go under your skin. And I was jumping off my chair. How come? I'm looking at it, got ready. My computer is ready. Everything is ready. My brain is ready. And then the market sneak right under my nose 2 minutes before the market's open. I mean, it's crazy to go before 2 minutes before the market's open. And the CL spiked 100 ticks in a matter of seconds before the opening at 9:30. And it was very late to catch a trend. So this is the TI7, nailed it on the last round. And on the TI7, most of them has hit the target. We can cover that later. I don't have any more trades on the TI7 except even the YM just closed position. This was the last one for today. Just closed position at 1,270. Just closed position. So all the TI7s are done right now. And what time is it? Is 10:55 and the market is already over. If we look at the market analyzer, 41 ticks on the entry price, 42 ticks as we see it here, and we call that trade for you. And whoever is an outsider, we give you ahead of time because of the delay on the YouTube, sometimes can go up to 1 minute. We give you ahead of time and we advised you to stay on the sim. And now if we look at the auto trade, the fib line, move in your trailing stop. And of course, you can go ahead and lower your trailing stop and secure more profit if you want to. Of course, you can do that. My estimation, like Mr. Charles said, look at this. This is what we have talked about today. This is your double line. And we told you today, if you go back to the video, anything we say, go back to the video to confirm. We don't because you have this double support area. Look what happened. Your trend exhaust and fired the opposite direction. Our reversal, they do not repaint. Our reversal do not repaint. And then you start getting a warning, and when the market came into the double support line, you got a reversal, double support area, telling you cash in and run. That's what it says, run. Go to the left corner of your monitor, right click, turn off your computer, and run for your life. That's all what it says in here. That's all what it says. Your game is over for today. Elvis left the building. It's finished. Whoever catched that trend, catched it. Whoever is auto trading, catched it. And whoever missed that trade, you will live for tomorrow to survive another trade. But it is over. And now the ES on the 15-second is over. The Russell is over. Let's cover what's going on the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ trade is already 3,000 on that trade. And once you become an educated person, you will know that your mission is to catch the trend or the spike for today, and your day is over. As we see here on the ES right now, it's going to go all the way up to those area, and then it's going to go back down again. Here is my problem. When you are using those indicators, by now, every single amateur trader start getting long signal when you are using those indicators. You can download as many indicators as you want. They just follow the market. When the market is down, it's telling you down. And when the market is up, it's telling you up. And here's the scary part, and I've been saying that for 15 years. You are so much dependent on an indicator that you are trading a future, and your indicators, they are based on the past bars. And how is it working for you? How is it working for you, honestly? You know, and your instruments is telling you what happened in the past, and you're trying to predict what is going to happen in the future. How is it working for you? You know, so for the Nasdaq, you are on a $3,000 profit here. The question is how to protect our profit and how we can maximize our profit. Very simple, guys. If we look at the Nasdaq, you don't need to do any drawing. I don't know, you cannot see it because the colors on top of each other. But this line here is telling you the re-entry point on the Nasdaq is 12706 even. Pull back, re-entry on that number. It does it automatically. We don't, oh God, we will never ask a trader to do all the hard work, you know. So here is my my situation on the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq broke the support area at 66675, trying to catch the target where the Autotrade estimated on that trade. Didn't make it. And then we start getting fired reversal. Now here's the situation. When the Nasdaq pulled back, wants to confirm this one become a resistance. If this market not able, this resistance line not able to confirm, this market is going to go straight to the re-entry point at 127.04. If this market hold below that line, that means most likely you're going to hit your target. This is evaluation of the market. You have to understand this is have a big impact on your P&L. This is has a guy say, I don't know if this one is going to hit the target or is going to go back to the re-entry point, and right now the re-entry point is 12701. So I will take this profit and run. Or if you want to stay in the trade, at least you know where you are in the market. So now as we see here, as we see the market come back and testing this resistance line, if this resistance line hold, that means we are heading on the target with a $3,000, $3,600. If the market go back and we exit out of that trade, this is the re-entry point again, exactly at 127.0125. And that it is different. This is where it separate boys from girls. This is where it separate. A trader's claimed he's been trading for many years, and another trader. And now if we look, this is also, we call that trade for you on an ES, on the YM. If we look where is this double support area on the ES, I can predict, or I can say, I'm going to leave this one here, or I can drag it all the way to the 31,890. But because the ES struggling on this one. I will leave this target. Look at this. The auto trade estimated at 31,950. And because of the situation of this ES, you're taking a much farther chances on this one here, or you're trying to be aggressive. But if you leave it where the auto trade has estimated right there, it will be better off to close that trade on $1,000. Now I want to go back to the NASDAQ. On the NASDAQ, as we see here, again, guys, the market always talking to you. If you feel the market is not talking to you, stop trading. Go back to school. Find yourself a guy, pay him every month. Do something before you use your money. Yeah. If we look at the NASDAQ, it's telling you what is happening on the NASDAQ. The ES is telling you what's happening. The market always telling you what's going on, if somebody come in and tell you I have a headache, you don't give him a stomach medicine, or a guy come in and have a stomach problem, you don't give him a headache pill. The market is telling you, where is my problem? The market came in, broke that support area, broke it down, pull him back, confirming the resistance, and now is going down straight to your target, no sweat. On your ES, there is a double support area, and this is going to be a challenge to break that area. And there is, even if it broke that area, it's going to get stopped at 38.3750. So we don't know yet on the ES. Most likely this ES is not going to go and penetrate those double support area. You have $1,400. It is your job to evaluate. The auto trade has took that trade for you. He have entered the market, and he told you where is the estimation for the target, and the rest is up to you. So this is where the double support area, I doubt it the ES is gonna able to do it. And if we look at the YM also is coming to the last exhausting trend to the tick to your target. And if we can hit this target, you should be happy, man. And if you want to, there is also another option you can do. You cannot figure it out. I'm not expecting everything from the trader, but at least what we can say, well, maybe it's gonna hit it. I will hide my trailing stop right above the support resistance area. I secure some of my profit. If this market decides to turn around, I'm a happy camper, but I hide my trailing stop behind the resistance line. And the same story for the, look at this. The same story for the NASDAQ. I can go ahead and put it right above this line and call it off, and at least I'm protecting some of this profit. And if this market gonna hit it, so there is always there is a way you can protect it, protect yourself, even if you are an amateur trader. Like now what I'm doing, I'm protecting myself, and I'm putting the trailing stop right above this number. And now the market is turning around. It's not over yet. We're still on a short, folks. We still, look at this. It's a struggling. Look at this. It's now a cat and a mouse game between you and the market. It's a struggling to knock you out of that trade by ticks. Why? Because we are hiding behind a resistance line. And look at this. Now it is good. And the ES is look, on the ES you have the first time came in, the second, the third, the fourth time came in, and seven time came in, and this number here has been confirmed. Again, this number has been confirmed. 38.52.75 has been confirmed, and means the market, there is a probability it's going to go back and try to retest the 38.41. So this is a very obvious Very good, Sam from London. Very good. Excellent. You're doing good. I'm not worried about you anymore. Okay, so um, on most of the trades on the TI7, they are done for today. They all hit the target. All of them hit the target. I'm not gonna drag them all down. They all hit the target. I don't have any more trades on the TI7. I can bring them all down, but I'm not gonna do this. All of them closed. Closed. CL closed. Everything is done, guys, on the ES. I don't have anything on the TI7 anymore. They're all finished. So again, we're gonna look at the ES. Now it's gonna start driving you crazy, the ES. Now it's finished. The ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones. Look at this, folks, before we log out today. This is your re-entry point on the YM 320.44. We're not long. Your indicators by now, from here to here, now your indicator is pointing long. There is no long. The difference between a guy is an amateur trader and another guy know what he is doing. By now, all those guys, they're jumping on the wagon. They think it's long. It's not. It's a pullback re-entry. And here is the number for a pullback re-entry. It's right there. So when those amateur traders, 90% they're going long, the guys they've been around, they are sitting all the way on the top waiting to take a short. And look at this one, guys. Day after day, it's been living proof to you here, live on the YouTube. Look at this market. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Look at this. This is the re-entry on the NASDAQ. We told you about it. And you have a double resistance and a re-entry. And look where the NASDAQ stopped. So the market is not hard. It just needs a proper direction. Somebody guide you, telling you what's going on. And then you can go ahead and auto trade, folks. There is no mystery in the trading. And this guy is promising you on a commercial, he's gonna show you a way to heaven for, and he's promising if you buy his CD about teaching, he'll show you how to make 100,000. Really? If he's really that good, why can't he come live on the YouTube and show how smart he is, instead selling you a CD? And here what it is. He's gonna share secrets with you, really, And oh, what a sucker! He wanna share. I mean, what this guy figured out, where millions of people for the last 30, 40 years, they have not figured it out. The only fool is gonna go ahead and buy the CD from him to show you wealth. I mean, really? What this guy gonna show up when he is front of this chart and trying to predict the ES and NASDAQ? Where is he? Hiding under a pillow? Most likely those guys cannot even trade a paper bag, but he want to sell you 30 on a CD. And he's not the fool one. The fool is going to think he knows the market. And anyone cannot go live on a YouTube, analyze the market front of everyone to the public. I have no respect for. You know, if you know about the market, come here, let those people get educated. Give 1 hour, 2 hours from your time for those people. They get into mud, into the trading. Give a little bit back. Come on a YouTube, teach them. It's okay. Come compete with me. Come. It's fine. It's a free anyway. We're not getting anything out of it. Come compete with me for free. It's fine. I welcome you, you know. But let those guys know what they are doing wrong and go home, you know. So you don't need to buy a CD, guys. The one secret here, Ninja Trader, you can open a demo account for $500. You can get your data, I don't know, for $15, $20. I don't know. I have a lot of accounts. I don't know what I'm paying every month. But for you, it's maybe $15, $20. And once you open an account, don't use money. Don't use a real money. Stay on a sim day and night, day and night, day and night, until you become consistent. Try to trade 3 times a day or 5 times a day from 9 to 12 manually. And whatever turns you on, whatever indicators you have, use it. Try to develop your own system and don't depend on a guy with a commercial trying to sell you something he has discovered. And that's what freaks me out. What in the name of God you have discovered? And it doesn't look like he's the brightest man. He can use a new set of teeth anyway. And he has discovered something. The only thing he discovered, I cannot say it right now on the YouTube, is it just, guys, don't depend on those guys. They are full hot air balloons. They cannot even trade paper bags. Try to depend on yourself. Try to develop your. I have a gentleman is right here, right now. He's listening to us. I was talking to him yesterday. I don't know him. He told me he's using a 610 ticks chart, and he combined it with another ticks chart, and he that tells me that guy, he has developed his own trading. And I don't know that guy, you know, but he was telling me and how he combined 2 high time frame to take a trade. He developed his own pattern in the trading, and if he works on it, he will succeed one day, even if he's making mistake. So what I'm trying to say, guys, I'm not trying to tell you to go ahead and pay a lot of money to go to a room. That is not helpful. We run a 10 years room, and honestly, they were sitting, waiting on us to call a trade. They're not interested in learning, you know. So this is wasting time. How about if this guy decided one day to jump out of a balcony? You know, he fall in love with someone and jump out of a balcony. What you gonna be? You gonna stay out of a trade? You know, if he got depressed. So don't depend on somebody trade your account, and don't depend on a guy call a trade for you. Try to roll your sleeve and try to get into this. You can do it. You can do it. Don't say you cannot do it. You know, it is a little bit hard at the beginning, but to try to develop your own trading. I left this ES on purpose. This is a message for this guy. How much do you think I will make next month? And I always say, banana, you're not going to make anything. From a guy was on $1,500 a trade, not looking at the market. Now he have $160. So what is the performance on this auto trade? 1 minute you have 1,500, and now you have 170 bananas in here. So what the auto trade performance has to do for the guy is running this auto trade. You have one guy caught it in here, close with 1,500. Another guy looking from the kitchen window, waiting on the dollar to fall on his head, and now he have 100. So the same auto trade, the same entry does not mean the performance will be the same among all the traders. One guy don't know anything about the market. He closed on $1,000 and called it off. He said, you know what? I have 1,000. I better get this 1,000 out, and I'm running away. And he's running out. And another guy, he spotted and he claimed the 1,600. And another guy, he get depressed when he look at the chart. I have a guy, he get depressed. And a guy is getting depressed. He cannot look at the chart. And now he is on $125. It's the same auto trade, the same instruments, the same entry. So the performance is not coming from the tools. The performance is coming from that guy is controlling the mechanical automated trading. And that is not my auto trade, any auto trade. If you are not aware of the market situation, you're not going to be success. And I don't care what you say, what you claim. You can run and hide behind the computer and call your email, banana@gmail.com, and claim whatever you want to. An elephant can fly. In the reality, you will never make it in this business if you don't have the proper education. So an auto trade is not a solution, it's a problem for you. And this is not a sell talk. If you're not willing to take the training time with the market before you start auto trading, I guarantee you there is no success for you. Guaranteed. Whether you purchase from us, and there is a lot of disaster auto trading out there. A lot of disaster auto trading out there. So it's not the auto trade, because this is the things is when you're telling this guy, you need to count the losing days. And all of them, they say this, what's wrong with your auto trade? Doesn't it make money every day? You know, really? Do you really think any mechanical auto trade just make money and don't lose money? Really? Then you are a dreamer. Any auto trade have a losing days and winning days. Any auto trade, some auto trades have a stability, and some auto trades, they are based on Renko bar. You don't have a chance to survive, even if you know the market. So of course there is a bad auto trades, and even if you want to try to get the best of the best auto trade, you still need to have little knowledge. And that's why right now I'm trying to find a solution for those guys, and try to get him on some kind of non-stop trading until he gets his target. Maybe I can manage. We try to do this. We try to do that. We have a guy got depressed, to just turn it on between 11 and 12. He got depressed over it. So now what we are doing, we are trying to find a solution for this guy. And I'm working on something like this. From the TI7, let the guy keep chasing the market. Hopefully he will catch the trend. But no matter what I can do to this template and have him stay on the trades, no matter how much I can refine that, he still, if there is a volatility, he's going to get whacked. I mean, no matter what I can do to it, if there is a chop market, he's going to get whacked with it. So we try to make it easier for the person, but at the end of the day is what you want to do with yourself, really, and it cannot be just you want to make money. We all want to make money. It's not just you want to make money. You have to earn the money, and there is no easy way out. I wish, believe me or not, I would have, if there's any possible way, I would have done it long time ago, so I don't have to be on a YouTube. I don't have to give support. I just drink pina colada somewhere on a beach and call it off. I wish life is like this, but it's not. You just give a guy an auto trade, and tell him, don't worry, everything is going to be fine, and get rid of him. That will be nice. Some people do that, you know. They sell you an auto trade, they give you a couple of videos, they say, don't call us, we call you, you know. They invite you to webinar once a month or 2 months. And they don't even update their system, you know. So also this is a really fact. If your auto trade is not maintained constantly with an update, you fall behind. So an auto trade is not just auto trade, you know. You need to maintain it, polish the algorithm, advanced algorithm, use the latest technology, updating, at the same time trying to train those guys when to spot the market when it's bad and when it's good. As we see here on the Scalper 15, we made a signal telling you when to buy, when to sell. I mean, what else we can do, honestly? Here is the the YM, took a trade, entry, come in to double resistance, and is telling you the system sell if you want to sell. And if this one depresses you, go to Las Vegas, put your money, at least you get free drinks, and come home happily. You know, at least you'll have a nice cocktail waitress serving you drink while you have to hear my voice anyway. So guys, that's all what we have for today. I want to say thank you very much. God bless you all. And we'll see you tomorrow on a Friday. Bye for now.